afternoon. More like before noon. First stream today, we're going to be doing Valhalla. Haven't done it in a while, and I've been doing a lot of Nightingale, so I thought I'd just pop back in and see where we get to today. I'll do my typical 2 days playthrough, and then we'll see where we are from then. Let's get in the game. Load. 16. I guess this is it. Alright. Rent is due on the 30th. We're still 3,000 short. She wonders if Maneki Nikos is actually bring luck. Maneki Nikos? Oh, it must be cats. Maneki cats. Have a nice day. Maneki Nikos. What's new? We got some new augmented eye. Final remaster leads. YIIK. Final remaster leads the video game charts. Newest remaster of Week. Yeek. Whatever. Postmodern RPG opens the charts this week with 3.5 million copies, shipped in its launch day. Other titles this week, such as Hatsune Miku Project Remaster and Sting's Face Remaster. Full chart including lifetime sales. So I believe there's a video game, a real video game, that's supposed to be about. So I guess it's the alternate version, or the alternate reality version. Hatsune Miku and Sting's Face. Water Pro Wrestling G. Dang it, Ron Paul. Interesting. Woman marries anime pillow. Woman marries anime pillow, nobody's surprised. I remember a time when wacky stuff like this made lots of headlines, but even though I'm reporting on it, I can't help think but how mundane it's become. I mean, we live in a world where you can just plug into the internet and live there for as long as your wallet can afford. Related fees. Lots of people get married in these virtual spaces thanks to new technologies. Traditional views on human relations have changed so much that someone marrying a little object feels kind of tame now. If Bill had the same form of intelligence, it might be somewhat different, but it's just plain, generic anime hug pillow. Get with the times, Grandma. First space colony to develop. First space colony plans to develop its own army. Even though space was imagined as promised land, a place where humanity would start over, it looks like we're about to repeat our mistakes of the past. The first space colony, Shin Outer Paradise, is currently in talks to develop its own privately owned military, following alleged threats from a notorious terrorist group. We're discussing it right now, but the law is most likely approved. We'll have an army and we'll defend our motherland from any terrorist threat. Alice Robert chimed in during a private stream. This terrorist group doesn't exist. Don't let the Outer Paradise government fool you. The only reason for this law is so that they can have control over the population. Oh, true. Alright. I think that's the deal for today. I guess we're gonna go shopping. Maneki Nico. How much? 550. Shit. Return. She bought what she wanted, and she's pleased with herself, so she'll surely focus on work. Rent is due on the 30th. Please make sure your account has the necessary 10,000. Holy shit. I better make some money today. Alright. Let's go to work. 28th. Good evening. Jill. I'm at it to get firecrackers. Firecrackers? It's New Year's, right? We need some. When firecrackers scare off the dough... Yeah, good idea. Go ahead. I'll be back in a bit. Dog. Right. Even for a cat lover, you sure get excited by firecrackers a lot more when dogs are involved. I know hypocritical as it sounds, and I don't care. Ah, Jamie's here. Greetings. Huh? Anyway, let's start. Right. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Ah, the guy who wouldn't come back twice. Yeah, shut up. Any chance, did something fly over here 2 weeks ago? On Friday? Yes. There were lots of weird explosion noises throughout the night. But as far as I understand, those were made by a flying drone or something like that. So it flew by here? I take it you know what made that noise? Let's just keep it at whatever drone story you heard. Right. Noise got annoying after a while, I must say. So remain in the vicinity. I don't know what counts as in the vicinity, but yeah. Distant explosions all night. Interesting. So it didn't get far away. Now get me a Mars Blast. Mars Blast. Mars Blast. 6 Bronson extracts. 1, 2, 3. But no. 4, 6. 1 powdered delta. 4 flanner guide. And 2 chemistry. All blended. Make it sparkle. Mars Blast. Here you go. Well, you didn't mess up. Sorry if I main jar. You looking for a fight? No, certainly not. You really think stand a chance? You're like half his size. I can fight dirty. He kills people for a living. I can fight dirty. Dale, please, you make me sound like a savage. You like me saying that you get people drunk for a living. Not wrong, but there are better ways of saying stuff like that. You're right, sorry. Like I said, I'm not looking for a fight. I just noticed you seem to like strong drinks. What about it? Well, to be honest, it's a rare sight in this bar. I'd even come to believe that I'm the only one here who enjoys them aside from the owner. May I suggest you try suplex next time? Might be to your liking. Okay, let's try the suplex thing. Right. 1 suplex. Okay, 1 slot. So 4 Bronson extracts, 3 flanner guide, 3 chemistry. On the rocks, don't make it sparkle. Suplex. Here, good stuff. Like less burning but punchier pile driver. Say, your face looks somehow familiar, mister. Call me Jamie. You are? I'm Ingram. Anyway, I think I saw your face somewhere. Maybe when I needed to look for a specific file lab. Did you perhaps go through a nanomachine next bunch? I did, actually. Figure as much. Only a handful of people do that. And almost all of them are people with nanomachine rejection that feel oddly suicidal. So why go through the whole thing? Rejection. Need to hide something? Second one. It's easier to remain undetected when they have no means to track you down or your activity. See? How does expunge work? You line a pressure chamber and they give you special IV solution. Causes nanomachine rejection while giving you the antibodies you need to prevent them from getting back in. For 5 hours you're trapped in a bed with a horrible horrible pressure builds up in your body, and nanomachines are forced out. They're like little needles all over your body. You feel them in your eyes, and your gums, and your toes, everywhere. And after all that, they need to implant you with a mechanism to constantly release the same antibodies. Ouch. What are you having, Jamie? This is a gut punch. Yeah, I should have figured. Hey, give me one of those. Sure. Gut punch. Five runs and extracts. One finder guide. Optional chemistry. Aged. Don't make it sparkle. One finder guide. Five runs and extracts. Optional chemistry. Don't make it sparkle. Go punch. Here. Yeah, I love these. It looks different from your stuff. Add a couple extras in his, actually. So where's the antibody they suck you with? Inside, like all other maintenance systems. It can be troublesome at times, but the perks of not having nanomachines in the body outweigh the cons. And the rest of the enhancements, where do you constructed or have you been adding them over time? Over time, either by getting a much needed enhancement or going through fixing injuries. See. Well, it was a pleasure, Jamie, but I gotta leave. Nice meeting you, Ingram. Please come again. Don't count on it. You said that twice. Shut up. Seems like a nice guy. Right. I'm gonna call him bastard, but he's not the nicest in the bunch. Maybe you caught him on a bad day? Nah, I think you're just that good at bringing out the nicer side of people. Oddly enough. That guy tires the hell out of me. Someone's in a good mood. Give me a bad touch. That way you'll be in a good mood too. Bad touch for Alma. Bad touch. 2 grunts and the next Rex, 2 powdered Delta, 2 flanner guide, 4 chemistry. 2, 3, 4. Rocks. Don't make it sparkle. Here. Jill, you have such a petty sense of humor. Guilty as charged. So what's put you in a good mood? Oh yeah, that. Today my sister is supposed to be in court for all custody proceedings. Of course, not only does she show up later than her husband and drunk at that, but also dressed like she's got fucked in the back of the parking lot. And to top it off, she forgot to even bring her kids. Oh wow. Luckily my parents brought them to the court, and the judge assigned the kids to my parents for the time being. Oh, okay. Sucks. So she really messed up, huh? Alright, it's getting cold in here. Tie my little cape here. Give me a second. I seem to be really bad at this. Hang on. There we go. When they came back to the house and Diana started throwing a temper tantrum, she said it was lucky her husband didn't get the kids because the angst would make her jump into the highway. Then he comes and says, then make sure it kills you, because we aren't dealing with you as a group. I should reinforce that behavior, but... shouldn't reinforce that behavior, but... shahaha. I don't know, maybe it was the timing, but... I've been laughing for an hour now. You hold quite the animosity for Diana, don't you? She and I used to be the closest friends when I was 7 or 8. We played all the time, we even slept on the same bed for a while. Then she turned into a teen. Stopped playing and she had other things she wanted to do. I could forgive her all that, I mean, the age difference and all. But there was something in particular I still can't forget. It was the day she invited her friends into Hearts and I went to ask her something. As I was leaving, one of her friends asked if I was her sister. And she said she had no little sisters. Ouch. I think that was the moment that finally came from the pedestal I held her on. I admire her as much as a kid would admire someone, you know. Little by little, that aberration wore off until finally reached that breaking point of betrayed. You haven't been able to forgive her after 40 years. Hey, it's not that I still hold a grudge against her, but rather the Diana who said all those things so many years ago is the same Diana that I know today. How so? She hasn't matured one bit. She's still as selfish, childish, and immature as she was back then. When you see her, you don't see an adult, you see an overgrown, horny teen. So aside from destroying any admiration I held for her, she made sure not to fix that impression. Oh. But enough about me, how are you? Everything's fine, aside from this note. Remember how I told you I lashed out at dead ex's sister? Yeah. Got this note from her. Let's see. Well, she must really feel bad about the whole thing. As I do. As do I. So what's the problem with that? Same fear that drove me away from her in the first place. Right. You have a Brandini with you. Here's a little story I want to play. Brandini. Six Adelaide. 3 powdered Delta. 1 Chemitrine. Aged. Don't make it sparkle. Here. This is the thing. Let's start. Ooh. Oh, hell no. This is the story of a girl who grew a delusion from one of her sisters. Soon it became animosity. Not long after that, she distanced herself completely from said sister. With time, the girl would become attached to her eldest sister, looking up to her achievements. All I can look at right now are those boobs. Yeah. Said sister would even marry the girl's best friend not soon after. And after the girl went into college, and sister would quit her job, said sister would quit her job. Sister was worried, sick about leaving her baby kid alone, prompting her to quit her high-ranking job. What if I hire your high-ranking lips? The girl, even as an adult, felt betrayed. Her role model sister went against everything she held in high esteem. She was no longer a child, and yet she felt like part of her had crumbled. Hey Joe, can I lift your sweater? You want to see? I bet you want to see. Alright, enough. Enough. Peace out. I know the girl is you, and the sister is your oldest sister. Please get to the point. Right. Point is, if you don't face her, she'll be heavily disappointed. She's trying to make amends with you. It must take courage, Lachlan. That's not. Yeah, you're right. Mouse Strike, can I get a beer? She wants beer. Right. A beer man. Am I going crazy? Yeah, what's the Santa thing? 1 Adelaide, 2 Branson extracts, 1 flatter Delta, 2 flatter guide, and 4 chemistry. Just mix it. Here. Thanks. So tell me, did you and this Gabby girl get along? Oh yeah. Never had brothers and sisters, but Lenore introduced me to her as a sister-in-law. Got so excited about having a new sister that she clung to me a lot. I helped her in studies, read books, played with her a lot. She was pretty much my sister too. I have to leave, but I'll tell you this. As both big and little sister, if you don't grant that girl the chance of talking to you, I'll never forgive you. Yeah. Oh, there's a small New Year's party this Saturday if you're interested. Oh, sure, I'll be here. Remember, I won't forgive you. Yeah. I'll go take my break. Alright. Wow, You were in here? You were quite absorbed in the conversation just now. Jamie said goodbye to you and you didn't hear? Anyways, call me if anything comes up. Less chilly today. I'm chilled right here. Alright. Ready. Jill, kid's looking for you. Oh shit. Hey. Ah, Norma. You. You're back. Oh, fuck you. Do you know I'm not giving you any drinks, right? Crap, I said that loud. Yeah, actually, wanted to thank you. You. Just thought it was for her. Thank me. Well, for starters, by not complying and giving me alcohol. Everything else would have fallen apart if I had some. So, also responsible, Joe. I kind of faced my mom and told her about all the pressure she was putting on me. Said I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do. And? Well, she didn't speak to me for 2 days. After that, she told me that it'd be a waste to spend money in a university that just, just for me not to give it my all. She told me to still go to the college course, but it was free to explore. Glad to hear that. And, well, I wanted to thank you for that. Me? If I just rushed headfirst into my original plan, things would have gone ugly. And you're right, I'd be hurting her for the sake of hurting. So, thank you. Don't worry about it. I'll leave before it's too late outside. Be careful. Aw, so sweet. Shut up. Hey, Jill. Mind helping me here? Sure. Make a Bleeding Jane, please. On it. Bleeding Jane. One Bronson extract. 3 powdered Delta. 3 fighter guide. 2, 3. 1, 3, 3. All blended. Make it sparkle. Bleeding Jane. Yes. Hey Joe, you hate me. Hate is a harsh word. It's not against you directly, but rather the fact that I can only see it. Like I told you, if they wanted, they could see me. And why can't I? You're the main character. Don't know. What are you? A cute girl? Right. You okay, Jill? Making a lot of faces there. Yeah. Just remembering stuff. Could you give me a hand here and serve beer, please? Sure. Beer for Jill. Beer for Jill. 1 analyte, 2 Brunson extracts, 1 powdered Delta, 2 fighter guide, 4 chemistry. 1, 2, 1, 2, 4. It's mixed. Don't make it sparkle. Thanks. Would you lighten up if I showed you I can interact with the environment? Hey, it'll spook me. Let's try. There. Can't say anything. You sure? Yep. Weird. Nobody expects the Dorothy Inquisition. Dorothy Inquisition. Dorothy Quiz. Ouch. Bit my tongue. Can't believe I'm using the spare tongue so easily in the night. Ooh, honey. Ah, hey Dorothy. Making quick stop for a drink. Can I get a fluffy dream? Sure. Fluffy dream. Free Adelaide. Free powder delta. Optional chemistry. 3 chemistry. 1. Aged. Mix. Don't make it sparkle. Fluffy dream. Oh yeah, before you leave. What? Are you guys throwing a New Year's party too? Yep. Sure, I'll be here then. Well, I've got things to do, so... You do? Who does what? Sorry, I sneezed. Spirit sneezes. Anyway, I'm out for now. Oh yeah, Joe? Take care of Becky, please. Huh? Who the hell's Becky? Who's Becky? Who's what? You said? I said nothing. Okay, fuck that noise. Fireworks are sold out everywhere. Oh. I'll need to get them through more shady means. Just gonna buy them from the internet. Crap. No. Alright. Whatever. Sorry about that. She'll find them and put us all at risk of burning. I'll make sure there's an extra extinguisher at hand. Please. Well, I guess that's it for today. Oh. That was short. Sure you're fucked? I am. Don't worry. Hey Jill, mind if I ask a silly question? You've seem like clients, I assume I don't mind silly questions. Silly answers can get on my nerves, though. Sorry, what did you want to ask? You know why they call them cat boomers? I mean, I guess their second set of ears look like cat, but the word boomer seems out of place. Not so much when you consider it's not them, but their parents who were called such. Oh. Let's go a bit back first. You do know what cat boomers look like. Look like that, right? Because they went through some anti-nanoemission rejection treatment while they were still a fetus, right? It's called Yamazaki Ramanova treatment? Or was the Romaneko Yamada treatment? Let's call it the catification procedure. It was not only the first successful genetic treatment on the fetus, but also the first way to fight machine rejection. However, that research had a bit of rocky story. Funding got cut in the middle of it at a critical point that could make or break the whole thing, not to mention Zaibatsu Corp's record of not addressing nanomachine rejection at all. The rest of the research was funded by Maki Stenovich. Let's call it him Stengovich for now. He's a businessman whose unborn daughter got diagnosed with early nanomachine rejection. Stenovich funded the research, and in a desperate move, his wife offered herself and her daughter as test subjects. Of course, the experiment was a success. The girl, Sylvia Stenovich, didn't die, but became a living testament of scientific breakthrough. But then the story of how things played out for Sylvia got sensationalized in the media and created a weird fad. Parents made their unborn children go through the catification procedure even. They had no hands at all. All because one particular girl whose life got saved that treatment became a media darling for a bit. A whole generation of kids with those cat-like protrusions got born. and their parents got called cat boomers. Generation of parents obsessed with those cat-like features. The fad quickly passed, but the term remained. Eventually, cat boomers just started being people with protrusions instead of their parents. I keep calling them protrusions. Why is that? Because that's what they are. Eh? You didn't think those things on their heads were ears, right? Sure, they can move. They can be moved because somehow they're connected to the facial muscles. Thus, can move like cats and reacted to their mood. But in the end, they're just appendages with no real function. Huh? It still surprised me a bit, though, that the biggest mutation that they get after the treatment is just that. Those ears are a small miracle on their own. People who have been born with no eyes for less procedures. I really thought they were functional ears, huh? Let's just say I learned quite a bit today. Thank you. Don't worry, I feel like I should apologize for so much instead. And keep in mind, fucking up with the terms. Don't watch saying someone got protrusions because of a facial feature. I'll keep it moving. Wait, what? Yeah, the guy's name was Stenovich. Eh? Just remembered Sylvia Stenovich was around my age when I was a teen, or some TV special featuring her. I just remembered that I had the biggest crush on her. Now that I think about it, that crush had me very confused back then. And did you need to shout just now? Sorry. In any case, I'm out for the day. Alright, careful out there. We're up to 8,000. That's good. Jill's thinking about Kira Miki buying one of her posters to prevent her from getting too distracted. Kira Miki. Okay. Bunch of D and a bunch of augmented eye. Let's take a look. Surviving Glitch City. That bar called Valhalla. Interesting. Euro Yuri new season. Surviving Glitch City. Any tips for a new friend in this wonderful land? Oh boy. Self-upgrading thread. Don't trust in White Knights and don't go after 5 p.m. unless you want to get mugged or murdered. Being a portable chair everywhere, you'll have to line up for... Bring a portable chair everywhere, since you'll have to line up for flour. Get used to eat what you find. Shortages are getting out of hand. I've been eating rice with butter for months now, but I guess it could be worse. Don't jinx, please. I have enough of this as it is. Coming here was a mistake. Why would you come here? Visiting family, but now I want to take them out. Do it while you can. Yeah, airlines are leaving the city. LOL. Soon we'll be able to escape. Can't even get some weed in the scrap hole somewhere? Yeah, I just PM'd you. Good dealer. Okay. That bar called Valhalla. Is it any good? I need a place to unwind after work. Normies are taking over, huh? I heard everyone is a neat, just like me. Anyways, place is cool, but the bartender could be a bit of a dick. How so? Never been there. I wouldn't know. Is she cute? Can I take it if she's cute? She's cute, but I think she's a bit full of herself. The guy seems a bit more of a bro. I already see you had a conversation with her. Did she reject your advances? Nah, I just heard from the distance. So that's no? Kind of. I mean, you're just going to chat. If I want a place to chill for a bit, I just want a place... can I smoke here? Is there any bar from the BTC where you can smoke? No. Bummer. Well, I think I'm going next week. Sounds good enough for me, I suppose. Euro Yuri new season. It's finally here. I can't believe it. Oh yeah, this is that TV show. I guess there's a new host. My internet service gets cut off. Wake me up. Oh god, here we go. Prepare for hot cocoa. Put flavor. Make a sweater. Stop falling outside. Turn on the heater. Get my blanket. Watch Glorious Fly Y. Fall asleep. Whatever. Okay, it's just a TV show. Augmented Eye. BTC closing 40% of bars and wearing socks with sandals, and birth rate decreases as youth. Opposing 40% of its bars in Glitch City. The British Trademark Council is facing some economic troubles in Glitch City. Looks like they're on their way up. Blaming rising inflation rates, weak currency, the BTC has given order to span almost half its recreational business in the city. Can't keep doing business like this. Glitch City has a negative impact on our earnings, and we can't continue in the red. PR representative told the Augmented Eye. Prime Minister Quincy, on the other hand, thinks BTC is too greedy. Alright. Bring socks and sandals. I'd like to say we have freedom to wear whatever, like in the streets, as long as we adhere to decency rules. However, it's about to change. Glitch City's department declared that wearing socks and sandals together is a punishable crime. Convicted the guilty face 3 days. The guilty faced 3 days in jail as punishment for using combo. What to think? Should we wear whatever we want, or should the fashion police decide for you? Whatever the case, I think it's simply stick to the right side of the battle. Goodbye socks and sandals. Birth rates decreased as youth prefer little company. Rather be robots instead of humans, treated as a joke, but reality is convenient kinds of relations have become immensely popular amongst Glitch City's youth, to the point where birth rates are beginning to decrease at an alarming rate. Annie May, a 17-year-old student, agrees with the general statement. So much better dealing with people, you know. You can make your own perfect partner. Oh, and sex is amazing. Don't even get me started. Expected that new regulations will to be announced to address the situation. Being only a limb can only be tiring though. Go to work. Good evening. Hey. Okay, so we almost got everything, but we're still missing a couple things for Saturday. So I designate you, Jillian, Applegate, as the official guy who goes to buy the rest of the stuff. Applegate? I have no idea who that is. Why me? I could send Jill, but I wouldn't dare send Lady by herself. I could go with her, but I believe the bar should have at least 2 people in the vicinity at all times. You're not going to say anything. Jill? If it means not being delivery girl, I'm happy to fake helplessness. Sigh. Fine. Give me that list. I'll be back sometime. Something tells me you're planning something, boss. What gives you that impression? Call it a good feeling. Did you know Jill has a crush? Heh, what? Client of his, the girl that owns the bazaar. She's been coming onto him for ages, and he's only just started opening up. But he's taking steps backwards, and I'm not gonna let him. He's opening up, fuck's sake. So the errands will take him to the bazaar, I take it. That's right. Oh. Alright then, to the office I go. As for me... Alright, welcome to lights. Alright. Ready to mix drinks and change lives. Jill the Crush, huh? This place is great. Oh, if it isn't. Hey, Jill, sorry. Is there anywhere I can hide? There's an unpleasant guy on my trail. Us. Stock woman incoming. Door's open. Go ahead. Door to the left. Thanks. Hello there. Oh, hi there. The other one. That's the bathroom. Wait, what's a dog doing in the bathroom? Now, where did she... Oh, hell. The hellhole. Okay. Hey, kid. I'll have the usual. Right. I think it's beer. And a big one. 2 Adelaide. 4 Bronson Egg Chucks. 2 Powdered Delta. 2 Flanner Guide. 4 Flanner Guide. And 8 Chemistry. Mix. Don't make it sparkle. Big beer. This seems right. Paper's been a mess lately. You'd think with all that's happening you'd stay and do more reports. They're all asking for vacation and I can't afford to be understaffed. So I have to come up with some sort of reward for whoever produces the most reports. See no difference in my feed though. Mr. Diamond, I don't mean to sound rude, but do you know the infamy of the augmented eye with the general public, right? Shitty page that will over-sensationalize anything in a report uses things. Of course I know. Then why not try to rectify that page? Put it simply, I'm being clutched by the balls in a non-pleasant way. Daimatsu Corp and the company have an eye on every publication they have bought. Report on them once and they'll find something to find you with. Twice and you'll find your resources severely cut. Anything beyond that, and the best case scenario is that they'll buy the damn operation and keep quiet. I know there are more newsworthy things than whatever is Lackey picked that week. But if I overstep, my ass is on the line. Oh? Glad to see this hellhole is still in this one piece. BTC has been going through apeshit closing bars lately. Oh yeah, that. Yesterday they closed one that served as a key part of a drug trafficking ring. Last week they closed 3 small bars that served as illegal chicken restaurants. Huh? Not to mention there are 100 people who have BTC certificates but never use them. Said to keep those credentials around to stop police from raiding their homes or warehouses. I don't even know about you, but it's obvious to me that some restructuring will begin at the BTC after this whole thing. Man, shit ran deeper than I thought. And no news outlets talks about that. Alright kid, let's try Moonblast. Come again? Hey, even I have to break from the routine from time to time. Moonblast. Six Adelaide. 1 Powdered Delta. 1 Flanner Guide. 2 Chemistry. 6, 1, 1, 2 on the rocks. And blend it, make it sparkle. Oh, on the rocks, make it sparkle. Make it sparkle. Moonblast. Here. And let's see what the ruckus is all about. So, what brought you here? Oh, right. Didn't you see Lidum come in here? Blue-haired, big tits? It's the one from the Encore concert. Not really. Did she jump to the roof then? Why were you looking for her? Did you want her an interview? Not really, just hitting on her. Yeah, I said nothing on her, not hitting her. Stop glaring. Why though? Are you that bored? Don't you have, like, a family or something? Have you seen that girl? Hot as tits. Also, hot ass and tits. Suffering the weirdest combo, being hard as fuck and curious as shit right now. I want to know just how those detailed Class King Chaya models are personally. So you followed her? I've yet to meet a woman that can resist the charms of Donovan D. Dawson. and you're in front of one. I'm guessing you have quite the selective memory. Like I said, I don't have family or something. Like I said, you don't have family or something? Wife, but that woman cheats on me as much as I cheat on her. Interesting. In fact, I'm pretty convinced she gets off on the thought of me cheating on her. So that lit him zero, huh? I'll have to find a busty enough replacement tonight or I'll explode. Hey, after you're done glaring, please serve me a pile driver. Right. Pile driver. Free Bronson extracts. 1, 2, 3. 3 fighter guide. 1, 2, 3. 4 gamma train. 2, 3, 4. Mixed. Don't make it sparkle, no ice. Here. Alright. Well, seeing as she's not here, I'll have no reason to stay. Maybe I'll find someone that looks a bit like her. Guy left. Oh, alright. Thanks for sheltering me, Dana. Hope your sister likes the video. No, thank you. Seems like you had a hearty talk. Your boss is such a fun person. My sister is a fan of mine, so I recorded a small video for her and took a couple of photos. Oh, that's nice of you. How nice of you. It's nothing really, and she did hide me, so it's the least I could do. But, well, we're here already. Mind giving me something sweet? Sure. Adelaide. 1 powder delta. Optional camera train. 1, 2, 3. Aged. Mix. Don't make it sparkle. Sparkle Star. Thanks. So do you know why Donovan was following you? I don't, but I wasn't in the mood to. Questions were a bit over the line last time, too. Not the worst I've dealt with, but I just didn't want to anymore. I see. Seems like he was just trying to come on to you. You don't say. Well, not like he'd have a chance anyways. I'm not into older guys, and I'm already committed to a relationship. Bigger, wait, you are? It's not common knowledge. One side here try to dismiss it as rumors, but been in a relationship with my producer for a while now. Really? We are both single and that kind of stuff's bound to happen when you spend so much time together. But it really all started when he read an entry I made in my blog about wanting to experience love. Like, he offered to help with that after he read it and thought, sure, why not? I already knew him well enough that it wouldn't hurt to try. Oh, nice. He's a stick in mud where we're planning is to, but he's a sweetheart otherwise. Let's see. Hey, can you really walk so calmly? These streets aren't exactly safe. Really? I haven't faced any issues lately. Sure, they've tried to mug me once or twice, but it's not a big deal. No big deal. Every time someone tries to mug me, somebody pops out somewhere and stops it. Makes me feel like I'm always protected. Guess the fact that she ran away from Donovan after all that says something. Hey, this will sound familiar, but do you have anything like tea? Let me see. Bitter and girly. Tastes like caramel. Ah, there we go. Bitter, girly, soft. 150. 2 Adelaide. 2 Bronson extracts. Optional chemistry. On the rocks blended. Make it sparkle. 2, 2, 2, 2. Blended, so make it sparkle. Here. Yeah, this works. Hey, you're a King class Chia, right? That I am. May I ask you something about your model? Sure. Are there any differences between you and a DFC-72? They both serve the same purpose, but DFC-72s have the port on their heads, which makes them more versatile. My line lacks that, or resemblance of the DT-01Ds, or a tad more polished elsewhere. More specifically, our voice emulators are more advanced than our source methods. Trade-off of functionality and power for appearance, you could say. I see. So anything new for this concert? Well, it is an encore, so we're trying to make it the same for those who couldn't go to the first one. We always tried to spice it up with, like, maybe a surprise song or something. There was one time sang the cover of a song by Beat. Of course, in return, they sang your love is a drug. Ah, do you know the Beeling girls? Really nice kids. You'd be surprised how different from their on-stage personas they are. Really? Suzo, for example, can be really childish at times. Also laughs. Oh, can be really childish at times. Also laughs a lot loudly at that. Meanwhile, Aina is a party girl through and through. If they're not on tour, she spends her time partying like crazy. Huh, hard to believe. I mean, their image is that of a stoic girls with little expression. Almost like living Victorian dolls or something. Well, they wanted to pop out in public. Once they told me if we want people to notice us, we have to break the cutesy idol concept. And so they took the opposite route, becoming cool beauties with melancholic songs. I wouldn't say that they went the opposite way. The opposite of cutesy idols would be unkempt tone-deaf girls spewing vitriol and hate. True, I guess. Well, I gotta go, but let's have a Spark the Star first. Alright, Spark the Star for the idol. Spark the Star. 3 Adelaide, 1 Powder Delta, optional chemistry. 2, 1, optional, aged, mix, don't make it sparkle. Here. Sparkling. Oh, it's always a pleasure, John. Please come again. Will do. Oh, the Hamston bartender. Nice to see you. Huh? Ah, Bill's back. I'll take my break. Alright. Note to self. Buy oil for that door. Yep, box time. I have everything. Alright, time to make tricks and change lives. Alright then. Hill, you're in my spot, please. Oh, sorry. Also, you're cleaning one of the boss's chicken buckets. Did boss ask you to do that? If I told you she did, would you believe me? Without a doubt. Let's go with that then. Right. Greetings. Ah, Stella, what can I get you? I go with a Bleeding Jane today. Bleeding Jane. Did I make one of those yesterday? 1 Bronson extract, 3 powdered delta, 3 flanner guide. A little sobering. All blended, so make it sparkle. Bleeding Jane. There you go. Thank you. What brought you here today? Waiting for Say? Came by myself, actually. I was in the area and stopped by to say hi. Oh. It's pretty interesting, though. When I first saw you, I doubted you'd ever come here again. Well, this place is comfortable, I must admit. So quiet and secluded. It's also clean, really clean. Jill's the one you can know that to. Guy takes pride in how he cleans, keeps things around here. If you ever need cleaning staff, he's a nice pick. Really? He's a bit out of it today, though. I see. Hey Jill, have you ever heard of the new gold rush in the city? Gold rush? Everyone is paying small fortunes to get their hands on pieces of white knight suits. I think I heard or read something about that, but I'm having doubts, so probably not. In any case, how is it still a gold rush? Well, tech behind the suits was always safely guarded, but after the events at the bank... Sorry. After the events at the bank, the suits were remotely shut down, breaking many of them in the process. Many units dropped their armor right there and fled when the lynchings went on. Many white knights stuck in their suits had to take the armor off to manually run. All happened in the middle of the lynching, so they'd be sitting ducks if they didn't. Some weren't that lucky. They got beaten up while they weren't able to move. So between the suits and becoming glorified paperweights, and many white knights going on the run, there ended up being a lot of junk lying around. But the whole scientific community is rejoicing. They're on a race to reverse engineering the suits and take as much technology as possible from them. And of course, there's single pieces of armor fetch a high price these days. Did anyone see any profit from that research to justify those expenses? It's new tech, a whole field ripe with patents just open for many, so I say yes. I mean, BTC is literally a conglomerate built up on patents and trademarks. You can see how. One sec. What's going on here? There is one weird case, though. This is a guy named Jack, and he's the captain of the very unique Blitzkrieg Corp unit. Unique? Guy had really small unit, 5 people, including himself. The aesthetics of the unit's armor was heavily modded to the point that they looked like a squad of Henshin heroes. And what? Ahem. They look really gaudy. It turned out that the guy actually broke through the software and disassembled the remote switch. He has one of the few, if not only, suits of armor with the OS intact. To say they're among the most wanted people to be on would be an understatement. You know a lot about this. It's interesting, the amount of things you hear when dealing with drunk people of all kinds in the same place. Also helps to put on a front that makes people lower the guard. That should be familiar to you. True. Wait. Here's a freebie, fun fact. Failsafe that was originally going to involve the armor blowing up and leaving no traces. Oh. I see. Regulations, laws don't allow that kind of technology near civilians. I guess even Zaibatsu Corp has its limits, huh? People love to demonize Zaibatsu Corp, because let's face it, they're far from innocent. But they're not evil overlords, they're just greedy. They're just a big corporation. They just so happen to have control over what tantamounts to a city-state. The corporations will naturally resort to their draconian methods. I've heard horror stories from people outside the city about trying to use product placement. So if you once hold a bottle the wrong way or get in the way of a logo, you'll be in for lots of trouble. Let's not start with theme parks or the like. These are dystopias of their own. Again, most of the demonization due to Quincy is due to Quincy being such a clown. He has no power anyways. Just the front, whatever console behind the Zaibatsu Corporation chose. He makes a fool of himself, and the attention's taken away from whatever the Zaibatsu Corporation is actually doing. So are you saying that Glitch City is basically a huge theme park? I've called the White Knights glorified mall security in the past, so yeah. So no, seriously, and what? Can I get a Brantini? Sure. Brantini. B for Brantini. So 6 Adelaide. No. 6. 3 Powdered Delta. 1 Camatrine. 631. Aged. Don't make it sparkle. Mantini. Here. Thanks. So I take it you're in a good mood today. Is that show? Bit. Yeah, well. Managed to nab a couple of tickets for the Hiramiki Encore concert. Nice. Alright, as it turns out, she was just in here. Again? I'm sorry. Again? Can't believe I just missed her. I was surprised too. I was more surprised she remembered my name though. And like last time, she was quite graceful, quite. And those rumors about her really being nice in person are actually true. Amazing. I mean, you always want the famous people to be nice in real life. But having such a backing to that claim, to hear that she's nice too to everyone, it's nice to hear, you know. In fact, many think that's what made her so famous so quickly. How she's down to earth, totally accessible, making her someone everyone wants to work for. Ah, I see. Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't want to feel like you're supporting crappy people. Though to be honest, I've never put too much thought into that one. Hell, half the time, I have no idea who made that, what I use, nor do I care much. Being such a nice person will take you farther. Daddy always insisted, being ruthless in the boardroom doesn't mean being an ass. He has actually managed to get certain contracts over other more powerful people. All thanks to being a nice guy overall. Sounds like good advice. But more importantly, Daddy, do you really believe me saying? You really believe me saying she was just in here that easily? You're not the kind to lie about stuff like that, so sure. Thanks, I guess. That said, I can go to the concert so easily. What about security and like? My dad always has unit keeping an eye on me from a distance. And you'd be surprised how easily I can disguise myself with just a different hairdo and a cap. I see. I wonder if I could get in the disabled line and say in ruins. Although she'll probably nag me about how come she doesn't need it and we shouldn't abuse that. Huh. Hey, can you get me a classic drink? Classic. Don't you want a Blade Jane already? Adelaide, 2 bronze and extract. 1 powdered delta, 2 flanner guide, 4 chemistry. Here. Thank you. Do you have any servants around the house, Saul? I do, but they've been with us for so long they're pretty much family. Dad always said, if you earn someone's trust, they gleefully work for you. Everyone wins. I haven't had even had a young gardener that left to study engineering and he actually came back. Still comes by every week to tend the plants. Yeah, that sounds nice. Let me know if you're ever in need of a job. I might find you something. Thanks for the offer. Hey. Just realized something's off with the whole gold rush. What would it be? Wouldn't all that tech be patented anyways? I get trying to crack it in the first place, but that'd be true if the tech wasn't patented in the first place. If the tech was patented in the first place. It isn't? Zaibatsu have been so paranoid about making the White Knights untouchable that they never patent anything. Patent will be in a database that someone could hack and retrieve. Not to mention they've been using tech from other companies without any authorization. And no patent registry in their right mind would approve the global shutdown signal. I don't know how to mobilize everyone still inside one of those suits. So the ones who were uploading to the law did so using suits that are by all means illegal. The iron runs deep, wouldn't you say? Why do it though? When you have so much money, you start thinking that you can screw around with rules. All that power makes you think that you're above every law there is. In the city, what happens when those money start making the rules? In this city is what happens when those with money start making the rules. Curious though, have you ever covered up the fuck-ups by using money? I think we've all done things we're not too proud of at some point in our lives. Well, Jill, gotta go. It's always a pleasure. Please come again. Oh, no. I know. Insistent on that one, aren't you? Basic courtesy, something I will fight to hold. First, the greeting stop, then please and thanks stops before you net boom totally counter. You're exaggerating. I'm not. In fact, I'll go through that door again and expect you to properly greet me this time. Fine. Hello, Jill. Once upon midnight jury, while I ponder weak and weary. Over a many quaint, curious volume brought me. While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping. As if some gentle rapping at my chamber door. Lenore. Nevermore. 'Tis a visitor, I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this, nothing more. You overdid it, you totally overdid it. Quoting the bartender. Both the bartender and the not. So you like poetry? I had a phase. Can I get you something? Let's start with the big cobalt velvet. Sure. Big cobalt velvet. Big. 4, 6. Nope. 6. And 10. Chemistry. Wow, that's a lot. Really alcoholic. Let's see, 4, 6, 10. Rocks. Don't make it sparkle. Here. Thanks. Oh, there's something I've been wondering about for a while. Does that name, Shadow Master 69 Chronicles, ring any bells? Wow, you went pale. No, just the name doesn't ring any bells. May 22nd, today, my daily card reading told me that I should meet great change, thanks to an old man. My biology teacher told me I had been picked for an inter-school contest with my latest essay. I just knew a scientific theory on the idea of auras was revolutionary as I thought. Soon I'll bring the world into the occult science singularity. Later entries don't seem to have gone that well, though. Mentions of being laughed at, being lectured on why the essay was wrong. Jill? Made sure to delete that blog. No event should be left. Can't give me 6 different sources off the top of my head. That all would have... that have all stuff that archive. Why? Please relax. It's not that bad. What do you mean it's not that bad? Don't you realize how embarrassing it all is? We've all been young, Jill, relax. It's not like you're still that nowadays. That wouldn't be embarrassing. You're not still like that, right? Gods no. Give up on the whole film thing. Just remembering all that stuff is... or, I don't know. It's just like the way you look. All dressed in black with the rare accessory popping out thanks to the colors. I mean, at least you had the decency to use makeup to take care of yourself. So you have a pic? Oh god. You have a pic. Why do you do this to me? Why do you dig out sins of my past? I was bored. Last Friday I had to take my mind off the whole Diana thing, so I ran a small background check on you. Simple stuff, just checking past internet activity. Please don't run background checks. Just used the search engine, you know? Didn't trust the press documents. What led you to the page? You really realize your main mail account everywhere is still the one you used back then, right? Like I said, relax. You're obsessed with occultism, want to kiss all the boys. Kinda almost accomplished, and I kinda almost accomplished that in middle school, so still sort of constantly day. Never interstate links old classmates go to track you down, especially if they think you're still the girl that kissed them for fun. They're lonely to boot. You'll have things we're not too proud of as adults. I know how criminals feel when evidence is against them. I have to ask though, why the 69? It was supposed to be 69, not 69, like in reference to both the levers and their... I was convinced it meant wise choices. Still, there's nobody that would read that as 69. I was 12 at the time. Even at 12, I knew that 69 was. How innocent were you back then? You have no idea. At least sweeten things up a bit. I'll have a sugar rush. Sugar rush. Your headline. 1 powder delta. Optional chemistry. 2, 1 options. All mix. No ice. Here. This is the thing. Say Alma, speaking of the past, what was your last long-term relationship like? That was sudden. I dug through my past, I've earned the right to dig through yours. Fine. Long-lasting relationships, huh? Romantic ones, I'm guessing? Yep. Well, I've had about 4 boyfriends who I described as such that I've introduced my family. First one was in high school. Broke up with him because he cheated on me. I remember the other girl trying to pick a fight, me just saying, keep the fuck. Second one was during my freshman year. Broke up with him after he thought I'd be funny to punch me in the arm. Starts with a friendly hit, and then before you know it. Anyways, the other guy I met shortly after I dropped out. He was interested in marriage, but wanted to get married after only half a year, so of knowing him. Then there's Richard. Spent almost 4 years with him. We got along pretty well. We had awesome chemistry. I truly loved him. But as time went by, there was a rift that started separating us. Just didn't like my family. Didn't. Moreover, he wasn't a family person. Distanced himself from his own and voiced I didn't want any kids. There's part of me that wanted to believe that even for a little while, maybe he'd change his mind. As much as I loved him, that one detail brought a growing gap between us. At one point, I just had to break up with him. I'm not here to depress you. Bring me there. Sure. Here. 1 Allied, 2 Bronson extracts, 1 powdered delta, 2 flanner guide, 4 chemistry. 1, 2, 1, 2, 4. It's mixed. No sparkle. Thanks for telling me that, by the way. I'll mention it. Okay, one more question. Oh, you're really embarrassed of that black one? Sure, ask me. What age did you get those implants on your boobs? She'll love you, and I know you're saying that in jest. But I've lived with so many rumors about getting plastic surgery that I won't take it as a joke. Such, I'm honoring our friendship. I'll just say this. They're real, and they're spectacular. I asked the real question before I slap you. I'll grant you only one chance to call me by my full name in this conversation. Gladly take your offer. It's funny that you mentioned slapping, because my real question is, why didn't you get your hands chopped? Well, there's a couple of reasons. First is that I spend lots of time typing, and these replacements will help avoid carpal tunnel syndrome. Oh. Right, she has fake hands. And I use utilities. I like how I can interface with devices. For example, there's a tiny computer embedded in my glasses. If I move my index finger, it acts like the computer cursor. If I move my index finger, it acts like the computer cursor. There's also a lot more. There's small things that don't sound impressive when I say it out loud. How'd you find me to take the operation? I took it well enough, except for my mom. She freaked out for months. She even went to the hospital to ask it for my hands. Don't you miss them? Sometimes, but during emotional moments, as luck would have it, someone else has it. Shortly before my operation, there was an accident on the highway. One of the victims said this was a young lady whose right hand got completely crushed. I told her to check if they were compatible and all that. I mean, implants aren't everyone's first choice. They can get a natural replacement. Bit of cosmetic treatment, and he could pass off his original hand with no problem. At least I heard they were compatible, and the family agreed to the donation. I don't know what became of her, but I hope she's fine. You didn't tell your mom, but I didn't want her pestering the poor girl. So we're cool now? We're even now? Are we? You're pretty pissed about my comment regarding the boobs. Again, I'm sorry, it sounded like a less rude than I did. Yeah, don't worry about that. Besides, I get to call you Julianne. What's... No, you don't. Why? You just called me by my full name. Are you serious? One chance and only one chance, and you just used it. Damn it. Surprise! Hey, Alma, this might be a weird tangent, but do you believe in ghosts? Hey. Not particularly, no. Although there's one paper I read that was quite interesting. It proposed a scenario where nanomachine clusters would leave the body after death, and then acted as a collective hive mind through residual brainwaves. The result would basically be an image, not like a hologram. Of course, the hypothesis fell through because such nanomachine density would be impossible in a body. Even 5% of the amount is needed to make enough of the blood too dense for the heart. And it's not like the brainwaves are put enough to create those reactions. Still, an interesting read though. I see. Don't give me that look. It's not helping you convince yourself that you're crazy. Well, I'll leave then. I'll see you tomorrow. See ya. Hold on. I am. What are you, Jill? For some reason, the idol girl left him like that, it seems. You think? Might have been while he was out. True. Hey boss, you're a fan of wrestling, aren't you? I mean, you were a wrestler, so... That I am, what? I was wondering, isn't wrestling fake? Aren't twin tails for little girls, teens, 8th grade syndrome? 8th grade what? When you get down to it, wrestling is really a soap opera. I mean, you don't really expect legal lawsuit to be fixing the ring right. Sure, in my ideal world, you would solve legal problems through good old wrestling, but... No, seriously. 8th grade what? You don't go around calling soap operas fake. It's a show, just so happens to use fights as an expression. You might as well see it as a unique form of theater. Besides, considering the injuries many wrestlers suffer, it's not all fake. Think about it that way. Sadly, I won't stand for anyone bad-mouthing wrestling. So now I have to go break Gil's back to make you humble. Oh well. Wait, what? Come here, fuckboy. Fuckboy! Ah. 8th grade, what? Alright, over 10,000. Jill will have a roof overhead for another month. That sense of relief will make sure she focuses at work. Oh, I made rent. Yay. Alright. I guess that's our session for today. Let me just save. Here we are. Oh, that's the real date. Okay, never mind. I was confused. Anyhow. Yeah, so that's our session for today of Valhalla. We just made 130. Thank you for joining me today. I might have another stream later on. Who knows? Never know. Got some chores to do. Maybe I'll come back a little later on if I'm not working on the podcast. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. Cheers.